Welcome to Eureka High School as we celebrate senior night here for our football players. We'll be honoring all of the graduating players from this year's team. And without further ado, let's get our evening started with number 1, Brady Flanagan. Brady is being escorted by his mom, Michelle, his dad, Brian, and his sister, Bailey. He's been playing football in the Eureka program for 6 years, and he'd like to recognize Coach Lamison because he makes school fun and he's the best cornhole partner. His favorite high school football memory is beating Marquette in week 2, and he also plays basketball here at Eureka High School. After high school, he is undecided on his future plans. Ladies and gentlemen, number 1, Brady Flanagan. Our next senior, number 2, Aiden Funky. Aiden is being escorted by his mom, Rachel, his dad, Jeff, and his sisters, Paisley and Lainey. He has been a member of the Eureka football program for 9 years, and tonight he would like to recognize Miss Burgess because she always came to class in a good mood and let our class play spike ball after we finished all the units. Aiden's favorite memory was beating Marquette in week 2. He's also involved in golf here at EHS, and next year, Aiden is undecided, but looking into doing some type of physical therapy. Number 2, Aiden Funky. Our next senior, number 4, Casey Hayes. Casey is being escorted by his mom, Erin, his dad, West, his sisters, Leah and Addie, and his brother, Evan. Casey has been a member of the Eureka football program for 7 years, and tonight, Casey would like to honor Coach Tamati for always being an awesome teacher who made class enjoyable and helped him discover the passion for engineering, as well as being a great track coach who always gave him a shot to compete. His favorite football memory is beating Lafayette, and Casey is a member of the track and field team, NHS, and E-Crew here at Eureka High School. After graduation, he plans to study mechanical engineering at Mizzou. Number 4, Casey Hayes. Our next senior, number 10, Will Silvernail. Will is being escorted tonight by his mom, his dad, and his sister. He's been a member of the Wildcat football program for 10 years, and he would like to recognize Miss Happel because she is very nice and helps him out with his work, and she is his aunt. His favorite high school football memory is going to Blue Springs and being able to hang out with the boys. After high school, Will plans to go to school and study business. Ladies and gentlemen, number 10, Will Silvernail. Next up, we have number 12, Carson Smith. He's being escorted tonight by his mom, Allison, his dad, Jeremy, his sister, Mason, and his brother, Knox. He has been a member of the Eureka Wildcat football program for 10 years, ever since 3rd grade. He'd like to recognize Coach Grimshaw because Coach Grimshaw is always happy and nice to everyone every day. He coached me my freshman year and always came to practice in a good mood, wanting to make everyone better. He always has good jokes and like him coming out for wrestling in the winter instead of playing basketball. His favorite high school football memory is winning the Andy Beto Award in the homecoming game. And Carson is also a member of the basketball program, baseball program, and National Honor Society here at EHS. And next year he is undecided on his plans after graduation. Ladies and gentlemen, number 12, Carson Smith. Next up we have number 25, Marshmallow Brown. Marshmallow is escorted by his family this evening. He's been a member of the Wildcat football program for 4 years, and he would like to recognize Miss Estefani for always bringing smiles to people, and Mrs. McAdams because she never once lost her cool. She's probably one of the nicest ladies in the world and always has a story to share. His favorite high school football memory, he's got so many that he can't think of just one, but maybe one of the best is probably being able to throw the ball around with his brother before he got to go play his sophomore season. And the best one he won't ever forget is winning the Andy Beto Award. Also at EHS, Marshmallow is involved in basketball, and he used to run track, and his plans after graduation next year are undecided. Ladies and gentlemen, number 25, Marshmallow Brown. Next up, we have number 30, Nick Burgess, being escorted by his parents, Debbie and Todd, and his brother Nate and sister Natalie. He's been a member of the Wildcat football program since 4th grade, and he'd like to recognize Miss Shelhorn this evening because she pushed him to do his best and be the best he could possibly be, and showed him that he can do anything that he puts his mind to. His favorite high school football memory is never losing to Lafayette in any season. At EHS, he's also involved with lacrosse and fishing, and after graduation, he plans to study fire sciences and become a fireman. Ladies and gentlemen, number 30, Nick Burgess. Next up, number 31, Dominic Giorgio. Dominic is being escorted by his mom, Jennifer, and his dad, Art. Dominic has been a member of the Eureka football program since he started playing football a decade ago, starting with 3rd grade and playing up on the 4th grade junior Wildcats team. This evening, he would like to recognize Mrs. Endicott as his teacher of the year today. This was Dominic's freshman year language arts teacher. Dominic would like to thank her for being the best teacher throughout his high school career. Dominic's favorite high school football memory is playing the district game against Vianney as a sophomore with his brother Clayton. Besides football, Dominic is on the Eureka lacrosse team for the past 8 seasons. He's a 3-year member of the Eureka choir and on stage, and on top of all that, Dominic participates in the Fellowship of Christian Athletes, also known as FCA. After graduating, Dominic plans on attending the St. Louis Community College and then transferring to either Missouri State or the University of Mississippi, where he will major in business, marketing, and sales. Dominic Giorgio. Next up, number 44, Will Nelson. He's being escorted this evening by Eric Nelson and Leslie Nelson. He's been a member of the Wildcat football program for 8 years. He'd like to recognize Coach G this evening because he has helped him grow and develop inside and outside of the weight room, and he makes class a great environment to be in. His favorite football memory is winning the Andy Beto Award and spending time with his boys. He's also a member of wrestling and FCA here at Eureka High School, and his plans for next year, quite simply, to play football somewhere. Ladies and gentlemen, number 44, Will Nelson. Next up, number 52, Aiden Fisher. Aiden is escorted by his mom, Carissa, his dad, Scott, and his brothers, Nick and Luke. He's been a member of the Wildcat football program for 10 years, from 3rd grade through 12th grade. He wants to recognize Mrs. Estefani because she has been a super supportive person for him over the past few years. She has also opened up a lot of opportunities for him. His favorite high school memory is watching Coach Gentry do the gritty in the locker room after beating Lafayette again. Aiden is also a member of the track and field team, throws the discus, and after graduation he plans to attend Missouri State University to study business. Ladies and gentlemen, number 52, Aiden Fisher. Next up, we have number 54, Austin Engel. Austin is being escorted by his mom, Alicia, and his sister, Autumn, and he's always been supported by his late father, Josh Engel. He's been a member of the Wildcat football program for 9 years, and he'd like to recognize Mr. Burgess this evening because Mr. Burgess made freshman year a blast and always helped when it was needed. His favorite high school football memory is going undefeated 2 years in a row on JV, and after graduation, Austin plans to work as an electrician or a carpenter. Number 54, Austin Engel. Next up, number 57, Jack Miller. He's being escorted this evening by Holly and Sean Miller, his mom and dad. He's been a member of the Wildcat football program for 9 years, and Jack would like to recognize Coach Giannino this evening. He is always happy to talk to him and has encouraged him to get better all throughout high school. His favorite football memory was his first time playing on the varsity team against Hazelwood Central. Jack is also a member of the wrestling team and NHS here at Eureka, and after graduation, Jack plans to attend a 4-year college. Ladies and gentlemen, number 57, Jack Miller. Next up, number 72, Kaden Howard. Escorting him this evening are his mom, Billy Ray, and his dad, John Howard. He's been a member of the Wildcat football program for 4 years. And this evening, Kaden would like to recognize Mr. Atienza because he showed him that math isn't all boring and he made school fun. His class was also the one he looked forward to every day. His favorite football memory, going undefeated in the donut eating contest, as well as Selbert's pregame meeting. He's also a member of the wrestling and rugby teams here in Eureka High School, and after graduation, he plans on playing rugby at Truman. Number 72, Kaden Howard. Next up, number 74, Will Conley. Will is being escorted this evening by his mom and dad, and his 2 sisters, Erica, Olivia, and Caroline. I think I got one of those wrong. He's been a member of the Wildcat football program for 7 years, and this evening he'd like to recognize Mr. Barrymore because he always made class fun and let them make chicken nuggets and cookies. His favorite high school football memory, beating Lafayette at home. He's also a member of NHS, orchestra, and tennis here at Eureka High School, and next year he's probably going to Mizzou to study marketing and sales. Number 74, Will Conley. Next up, number 79, Canyon Reed. Being escorted tonight by Robin Reed, Chad Reed, Britton Reed, and Sutton Reed. He's been a member of the Wildcat football program for 10 years. At EHS, he would like to recognize Mr. Andrew Ribbing because he helped him learn chemistry as well as developed a passion for chemistry. Mr. Ribbing is always willing to answer questions and help further understanding of each topic. His favorite high school memory, beating CBC his sophomore year and winning the, quote, JV state. At EHS, he's also a member of the track and field team, wrestling team, and National Honor Society. And after graduation, Canyon plans to go to Missouri University of Science and Technology to study chemical engineering. Ladies and gentlemen, number 79, Canyon Reed. Next up, number 87, Alex Wangeren. Alex is escorted this evening by Michelle and Keith Wangeren, and Michael Wangeren and Jenna Lovewell. He has been a member of the Wildcat football program for 6 years, and this evening he would like to recognize Mr. Sherp because he has been by his side all throughout high school. His favorite memory, beating Marquette. He's also involved in basketball here at Eureka High School, and his plans for next year are undecided as of now. Ladies and gentlemen, number 87, Alex Wangeren. And our last senior this evening, number 88, Mason Mayer. Mason being escorted this evening by Deb, Shane, and Mallory Mayer. He's been a member of the Wildcat football program for 6 years, and Mason would like to recognize Dr. Arledge tonight because he has been very helpful and encouraging and an encouraging mentor on and off the field. He is someone that has shown him that you can be strong while also showing kindness and leadership in everyday situations. He always supported his ability to voice his opinions and confidently stand up for what he believes in. He knows that he can always go to him for advice or just to pick me up on a bad day. His favorite Eureka High School football memory, being undefeated his sophomore year. He is also a member of the lacrosse team here at Eureka, and at this time he is undecided on his major next year, but he will be attending Ole Miss. Ladies and gentlemen, number 88, Mason Mayer. Let's have one more round of applause for your EHS senior football players.